Welcome back once again YouTube, it's Redeemers Graphics. In today's tutorial we want to work on a banner design. So without much ado, let's just get right into it. So the first thing you need to do anytime you want to work on a design is to create a new document. Alright, so this is the very first home page of our CorelDraw designing software. So in creating a new document, you can click on this plus sign right here, which opens up a pop-up dialog box. Alright, so when this pop-up dialog box appears, it provides you the option of specifying the name of the design, the color mode, the page size, the width, height, orientation, and any other settings that you need before you begin work on your design. So we are going to go ahead and give this a beauty banner design. Alright, and the page size, we are going to be using an A4 size but with an orientation of landscape. Okay, good. Now the resolution, always leave it at 300, and when done with that, go ahead and click on OK. Alright, so this opens up the workspace for us where we are going to have all our design elements and everything pertaining to our design down within. So the very next thing we are going to do is to create a background. We use the rectangle tool for that. So you come to the tools bar, click on the rectangle tool, double click and drag to draw this very rectangle shape. Now we need to specify the dimension for this, so you go to the property bar right here where we have the object size. We are going to be using a 297 and a 210 height in millimeters for our design. When done with that, you press enter on your keyboard and P to center align it to the page size. Now the very next thing I'm going to do is to take off the outline of our background. We don't need the outline for this particular background. So you click on this drop down arrow and choose none. Alright, and choose none. Now we need to import in our design resources. We have various ways in importing design resources to our workspace. We can either use the shortcut Ctrl+I or click on this very icon right here which says import, or possibly come to file and choose import. Alright, so you have a lot of options. So we're going to go ahead with this very option right here. Okay, so these are the resources we are going to be using. Ctrl+A to highlight all and click on import. Alright, then now randomly position them on the workspace. Alright, just position them on the workspace. Okay, great. Now the very next thing we want to do is to apply a gradient fill to our background. So we use the interactive fill tool right at the very bottom here. Click on that, double click and drag, and by default it applies a gradient fill of black and white to your background. Now click on the black box and choose this very color for the other color combination or gradient for your background. Alright, with that being done, we want to create an object right here. Okay, so we use the rectangle tool once again. If you are new to CorelDraw, there is a video for beginners on how to use CorelDraw designing software. This video provides you detailed explanation of how every tool in CorelDraw is a complete guide. So do well to check out the videos uploaded and watch as you learn. Now with this shape created, you move to your shape tool, then right click on the shape and convert to curve, the very first option given right here. Then click on this line, alright, and choose once again convert to curve on the property bar. With that being done, You curve this node this way and curve this as well this way. Alright, so this looks perfectly fine. Alright, let's apply a color of white to this so we can properly see the difference. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do is to create a duplicate of this object, or possibly make a copy of it. So in doing that, we use Ctrl C, Ctrl V to paste. Alright, then move back once again to the shape tool and drag this node to the very left. Great. Now Control page down to send it behind the white object, so we apply a different color to this to see the difference between the two. Control page up to send objects above and control page down to send objects behind. The very next thing we are going to do is to power clip this image, this gold image, into the orange object. So we right click on this and choose power clip inside. Then you click on this. Alright, so you click on edit and position it very well so it can be visible in the object. With that being done, you click on finish and this is what we are going to have. Alright, now we need to create another similar object, so you Ctrl C, Ctrl V to make a duplicate, and by using the shape tool once again, you adjust this way. Alright, now Control page down to send it behind and click on edit to position this once again very well. Now we need to mirror this vertically, so you click on the mirror vertical option on the property bar. Alright, and this should be great. Now let's see how that effect has really worked out on our object. Now you could see the difference between the two objects with the same gold color. Alright, so this is what we want to achieve at the end. You can probably adjust this a little bit and we are good to go. Now the very next thing we are going to do is to power clip this image into a white object. Alright, so with your image selected, you right click and choose power clip inside. Now you click on edit to adjust the image. Click on edit to adjust the image very well in the object. Okay. Now remember, anytime you are adjusting the size of an image, always use only these coordinates. Alright, only these points, the four corners. By using this, it distorts the appearance of your image, so please take note. This distorts, this as well distorts the appearance of your image, so take note of that. Great. Alright, with this being done, we select all this with the gold objects, power click into the background. Alright, okay, I think we can adjust this a bit, the image a bit, so we position this down. Great. I think we can work more on that. Alright, this looks great. Now the very next thing we are going to do is to power click this object into the background. So you right click on it and choose power clip. Alright, then click on the background, click on edit to edit the power clip, adjust this to fit very well. Okay, control page down to send it behind the objects. Then we need to add a blurry effect to this. So you click on effects, alright, blur, then choose Gaussian blur. Can adjust this to 8. Alright, this looks great. Okay, so when done with that, you simply click on finish. Alright, now you can see how nice our design is already looking, right? So we create a circle right here. Okay, so we take off this color, probably give it the color of white. A duplicate, Control D to create a duplicate. Position this right here, another duplicate right here. Alright, great. Now we need to power clip these images into these circles. So you right click on this and power clip into this. Click on edit to adjust that. Great. And the next image as well, you right click, power clip into this. Okay, I think that is well fitted, so we're going to go ahead with this third image. But first we want to pop out this side, so you go to the top tool. Alright, you draw this rectangle across the side you want to have out of your image, then double click to crop out. Now right click on this and choose power clip once again. I think we need to position this very well. Alright, great, this looks nice. Now you highlight all this and give it an outline of 10. Alright, right click on the color white and set to outline color. Great. Now the very next thing we are going to do is to extract the logo of the business from the background. So you go to trace bitmap, outline trace, and line art. Alright, with that being done, you click on OK right here. Alright, we don't need this, so we can delete this. Apply this very color to your logo. Great. Now the final things you need to work on: the name of the business and other necessary details. So we are going to give this a color of white. Okay, Control K to break it apart. And we apply font. We are going to be using a font, this very font, for the name of the business. Alright, Okay, we can probably reduce this a bit. Great. I create this very object right here. Then move to the property bar and give this 15. Now make sure this is unlocked. Alright, this key lock icon is unlocked. Alright, before you can be able to skew only the sides of your object. Take up the outline of this. Okay. And make a duplicate of this text and type in caps beauty services. Color of black should work perfectly fine with this. Ctrl X, Ctrl V to bring that up. And duplicate once again and use the color white. So these are the services they provide. Alright. Okay, great. We are going to create this shape to show identity to each of the services provided. Alright, so make a copy of this, scale this up a bit, and give it an outline of white. And take the fill color from this and increase this to 1.5. Now highlight all, Ctrl G to group, Ctrl D to make a duplicate and position it right here as well. We need to apply a merging mode called overlay to this. Alright, great. This looks fine. We have these details as well. Ctrl V to paste that. Alright, we're going to create a shape right here once again. Take off the outline and we are good to go. Now the very last thing we are going to do is to take this very image out of the background once again. Great. Position it right here. Alright. Ctrl U to ungroup, delete the white ones off. We don't really need that. Highlight all once again and group. Now position it right here, rotate it this way. Remember, we are working on a head service artwork or banner, so certain images and vector files can add more information to our design. So you are going to make a copy of this code image. All right, rotate it 90 degrees and power clip into this object. Control V once again, 90. Power clip as well into this object. Just adding a few highlights. All right. Control C, Control V, of that. Give this an outline of 3. Control Shift Q to separate the outline from the fill color or the object. All right, and trim it with the other object. All right, so this is what we have at the end of this tutorial. I hope you've learned something new. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell. It helps the channel in reaching to a whole lot of other interested individuals. It helps the channel in being promoted. All right, comment, like and share. See you in our next video.